Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill for JustMyPicks.com, and I'm bringing you a very special Week 14 breakdown of the Thursday night matchup, which is the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Chicago Bears. Now, before I hop right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. Go ahead right now. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get all the updates for all the predictions we do here on YouTube for JustMyPicks.com for the NFL season. Now, to hop right into it without any further ado, looking at the Cowboys taking on the Chicago Bears. Both these teams are very inconsistent. You look at the Chicago Bears as this being a wasted season and them really not having a chance to make a playoffs all that well at this point in time. You look at the Packers ahead of them. You also look at the Detroit Lions. Now, when you get into the meat and potatoes of this football game, the Dallas Cowboys were embarrassed by my Philadelphia Eagles on Thanksgiving, as I said that they would. But let's look closer to this. DeMarco Murray didn't really have a factor in that football game. You look at Tony Romo, that offensive line didn't have a chance to really do what he wants to do. Once the Philadelphia Eagles took a commanding lead in that football game, Tony Romo became a sitting duck. And just looking at the big picture, both these teams have a lot of talent on them. Chicago Bears possibly being even more talented than the Dallas Cowboys. You look at just some of the weapons that they have. Matt Forte, I believe he's a better running back than DeMarco Murray is. Look at the overall career numbers. You look at Martellus Bennett, and sometimes he shows up, sometimes he doesn't. You know, you got both the Alshon Jeffrey, Brandon Marshall. Those guys are big play receivers, big body receivers that fit this offense pretty well. And Jay Cutler is a pretty good quarterback. You look at the offensive line not having as much talent possibly as the Dallas Cowboys, but for the most part, that's where it stops. The defense is horrendous for the Chicago Bears. And looking at the Dallas Cowboys, I can't seem to get it together thinking about them. Because when they do run the ball successfully, and they do it more than 20 times, they have a high winning percentage. But when they don't, they have a losing percentage. So what that tells me is you run the football. Run. And so they get away from the schematic game plan. And it kind of tend to throw their game plan off in general. So in this football game, I hope that the Dallas Cowboys can get back on track because I want to see the NFC East competitive down to the final game of the season like it has been the last couple of years. Because the Dallas Cowboys have not been successful making the playoffs the last couple of years, it is refreshing to see that they're doing better later in the year, but they continuously struggle. They continuously make mistakes. So that it's just something has to give in this football game. Both these teams are struggling, and I doubt if this game will be a tie. I think that this game is going to be a high offensive game. Both these defenses are horrendous. You don't really have an upside to either defense. The Dallas Cowboys defense has improved slightly, but they're still horrible, just like the Chicago Bears defense. So I'm picking the Dallas Cowboys in a very high-scoring affair. I think that this game could be a possible 35-41 matchup with the Dallas Cowboys coming out on top, only because Tony Romo and the Cowboys have a little bit more to lose in this football game. I think the sense of urgency will be there. I also think that they have what it takes to at least challenge to try to make a wild card spot. I don't think the Chicago Bears has what it takes to get it together in any way, shape, or form and to make the playoffs. So I'm picking the Dallas Cowboys to win this football game in a very high-scoring shootout. All you Cowboys fans, all you Bears fans, leave your comment section below for Thursday night's game of the week. And check out JustMyPicks.com for all the breaking news, all the updates, all the action. Thank you so very much for joining us. Please check out our Facebook page, Facebook.com/JustMyPicks. Thank you so very much. See you next week.